All right, so this is my midterm reflection screencasting. Um, this semester so far has been a little bit more difficult for me to write just because I've been having a lot of writer's block due to the whole pandemic and being more stressed out than usual. But I know that some of the skills I still do need to work on is how to show my writing and not just tell it. If we take a look in my memoir, I think I did pretty well on this. Honestly, the memories are kind of iffy because diabetes also affects my memory. So, um, I had to ask my mom and my stepmom and my dad a lot of questions about like how everything went and whatnot, and it was just it was just a lot to deal with at the time for 13-year-old Cassie. But um oh, where was I going? I know that with the memoir, it was difficult for me to get my emotions through, but I think after having some feedback and um having feedback and just having time and multiple different types of feedback also really helped me just try to like figure out what I was wanting to write and how I wanted everything to flow as well in the piece. Um, wow, this is a lot more difficult to think of at the moment. I know I do need to work on my grammar still a little bit just because grammar has never been a strong suit for me. And also the showing and not telling. Um, as in, like, at this part, I dislike doctors. They were mean and costed too much money. They only had bad news in my experience, and this doctor made me dislike them even more. I'm just telling that, but then I put in to show like my anxiety was already building and I couldn't stop shaking my leg because I do have to fidget when I'm doing something as I'm doing right now. I'm fidgeting with my diabetes bracelet as I record this, and as my cat also tries to bite my toes. But I do always have to be fidgeting, either shaking my leg or moving in some sort. Otherwise, how do I want to put this? Otherwise, I get distracted easily and I lose focus. So having something else to fidget with helps me also with my anxiety a little bit. Sometimes otherwise it's like a major teller of how bad my anxiety is getting, along with like how shaky my voice is when I'm obviously recording something for classes. The writing process for me, either for my memoir or for my self-selected one, which was a letter to my daughter. Um, it's pretty much I write whatever I feel. Being an empath and having a huge heart, as my mom puts it, I feel with my emotions a lot more than most people do. So it's also hard to try to figure out when I need to put a pause on my emotions and just say, okay, this person has had enough of my sympathy. They've had enough, like, second chances or third chances or fourth chances or even like 10th chances at like proving something to me and whatnot. But I also know that sense. I do, how do I want to word this? Since I lead with my heart instead of my head, it's easier for me just to write what I feel and share more personal things as I do in this letter with how my first time went. Um, it's just, I do, I know that it happens more than it should, and I wish there was something we could, I believe there should be something done to change it. But I also think that being able to share my personal experiences and just being open about what happens to me in the past or how I'm feeling also makes me a better writer because I'm not afraid to tell the truth. I've always lived with the motto, I'd rather be slapped with the truth than kissed with a lie. Because if you are kissed with a lie, so to speak, it will hurt more once the truth is revealed. And I don't have the time or the energy to try to keep up with said lies. I just, I don't find it, I don't understand it per se. But a lot of my writing process is just being personal, writing how I feel, and then I'll have either my roommate or I'll send it in an email to one of my friends saying, hey, could you like revise this for me, see if it needs any like fixing, does it flow well, etc. And then just keep revising it and adding it until it's at a point where I am very proud of it, per se. And then I found the meaning of my process when I was younger. Um, I wasn't one to really talk about my problems or anything very personal, so I would always just keep them inside. And if you've ever put Mentos in a Coca-Cola bottle, it's kind of like that. It would just explode and everything would become, I would become a total like breakdown, chaotic mess pretty much. But it's really helped me over the years just to get what I want across, either mainly through poems or short stories. It's been a major outlet for me with like my life and what's all been going on. I used to write a lot more than I do lately, but that's because I also had more free time since, excuse me, since this semester has been very stressful with the whole pandemic and whatnot. It's been hard for me to get past my writer's block more. And then I'm gonna apply what I've learned so far in the semester to any type of my writing, trying to show than tell more, and just trying to get more dialogue in my memoirs, as well as like as well as just finding ways that people will understand and connect. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I covered everything. But yep, that is my midterm reflection screencasting. Thanks.